Pat Payton committed to Florida State. He's an edge rusher from Miami Northwestern who was committed to Nebraska. That I said was not going to go to Nebraska, and luckily, and smartly for him, decided not to. I don't know that, Florida State is a much better pick at this point in life, but, do what you want. And I think that also proves the point that, my spots are limited for Miami. And, we're shooting for the fences to close out this class. There are 20 guys committed. Manny Diaz did say that we only have room for 24 this year. That means that one of the players who was a grad transfer counted forward from last year. So whether that's Jared Williams, whether that's De'Eric King, whoever you want to say, one of them did count forward. So we have room for 24 new counters this year. Obviously you're looking at Jake Garcia being one of those guys. He's been a Miami target since forever. Miami was number 2 in his recruitment when he picked USC. Stayed connected throughout all of that. Did his cross-country move to, Georgia and everything. Miami's still been connected. He finally decommitted from USC. And USC really likes Miller Moss, and I like Miller Moss as a prospect. But Miller Moss is not coming here, and Miami offered both. But I would love it if Jake Garcia did. So that's a thing. Palai Gatoete, I said that, Gatoetete, I think it is, who also went to Bishop Gorman, is a kid who is transferring in the portal from USC. And like Bubba Boulder before him, Miami is maybe looking at bringing him in as an inside linebacker, 5-star recruit. He was like number 18 overall in his recruiting class a couple of years ago. Injuries are concerned there, but injuries are concerned with any player. But, he's a guy who, maybe could be a grad transfer. Depending on what happens with defensive ends, maybe you save a spot for a defensive end transfer. You look at those kind of things. Obviously, cornerbacks. You want to look at flipping a Jaden McBurrows from Michigan, the St. Thomas Aquinas product. Maybe you're trying to make a run at, some other guys and things like that. We'll see if those happen. But yeah, you're really looking at really about 4 spots right now. And we'll see if they're all taken by early signing day. I feel fairly confident that at least one of them, maybe 2, will be taken between now and signing day or on signing day. Those would be great. I don't necessarily think that Miami's going to hit it like a super duper million home run, million point grand slam dunk, 3-pointer, whatever you want to call it, mixed metaphors. But I don't think that you're going to get a Mason Smith out of Louisiana, 5-star defensive tackle who's just nasty. I don't think that you're going to get him to pair. Now, if you paired him with Leonard Taylor, a defensive tackle in this class, oh my God, it would be so super califragilisticexpialidocious. I don't even know what to say about that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think you would need to see some visits. You needed to have a recruiting cycle that's more normal than not. Not one that this entire cycle has operated in a dead period. That's just not conducive to getting that kind of player, out of Louisiana, which so rarely happens, especially to Miami. So I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that you're really going to see any 5-star flips or anything like that for Miami. But yeah, there are still some things to like. You got multiple All-Americans in this class. I've been writing these recruiting notebooks and everything. Multiple state champions, multiple, All-Americans, guys who are top 5 ranked at their positions nationally. Lots of local guys, even, Elijah Arroyo, who lives in Texas, he's from down here. He was born in South Florida. So, a lot of guys who have the ability to step in and will be and figure to have the trajectory to be very high-end players for Miami. So, you're going to see those kind of things happening going towards early signing day. Hopefully, like I said, Miami gets some good news either in the lead up to or on that day. But yeah, this should be a really solid class. You're looking at probably 70% blue chip in this class, 4 and 5-star guys. You got the number 1 defensive tackle in America, Leonard Taylor. You got the number 1 safety in America, James Williams. Both of those are local guys. You get other All-Americans, like I said, Romello Brinson, Brashard Smith is an All-American. Andres Borregales is an All-American. He's number one ranked kicker by Cole's Kicking, I think it is, or Chris. He's like number 1, 5, and 7 on the 3 major kicking recruiting sites. Excuse me, the specialist sites that's only specializing in kicking. Camps, training, and evaluations. That's pretty darn good. And if you're like, oh, Borregales, that sounds familiar. Yes, his older brother is Jose, who's our current kicker. This is his younger brother, who is, similarly talented. Very much so thinner and less tattooed than Jose. However, they both have, very strong legs, strong and accurate kicking legs. So that's great. So even the specialists that we're going to bring in this class should have designs on starting for 3 and 4 years and having top level performance. So for Miami, this is definitely the kind of class that you need, definitely the kind of class that you want. It satisfies one of my recruiting rules by stacking elite classes on elite classes, especially at positions of need. Maybe you add a couple other big guys, physical dudes around the line of scrimmage moving forward, and just keep building. But this is a class that you should all be happy about, even if there were some guys who might be the household names in recruiting, especially locally, who you didn't get. The Marcus Tates of the world going to Clemson, the Ja'Cory Brooks of the world going to Alabama, 4-star, 5-star offensive lineman, 5-star wide receiver, some other guys who are very talented but going elsewhere. Miami Hurricanes fans should be very pleased with this class, I think, in the end.